Hey, good morning, traders. How we doing? We getting trades yesterday? No trades yesterday. I didn't trade yesterday. Took the day off. I wasn't around my computer and I wasn't going to be able to concentrate. So I just said not today, which is kind of a bummer because look at that thing. Right at 9 o'clock, you got a nice pop here for what's that? 5-to-1 trade, baby. Yeah, 5-to-1. Man, that's cool. Right. Goes back to what are we looking for? Oh, come on. Everything's not working now that I want to do it. So just remember, we're looking for an impulse leg, right? An impulse leg. We don't have a whole lot of shelf here. I was looking at this morning, and if you're gonna say that's a shelf, then you can live with that. Your stop's still there. It's a big stop though. That's a big hit, and you're not 5-to-1. You're not 5-to-1, and I don't know if I would have been that good. I'd probably be right there. And I would have had a tough time taking that trade. It's not that I wouldn't have done it. I mean, I've done a couple contracts, on that size, but maybe super size down. And I don't know if I would have got, 4-to-1 maybe. It's up there. I like to be right in here. Because look, after what happens, it just gets wiggly and it takes off. And this is, if you're out here, is that even 3-to-1? Let's check that out. 3-to-1 is right up in there. So it's close, but if you're out there, it's 11:30. Yeah, so it's 2 hours of work, man. And you can follow it up, Bring your stop up here, up underneath here. Wait for the next, big pullback. If it gets into here, get a little tighter. All right, take me out. It's not going to take me out yet. Up here, boom, boom, you're out. So you're right there. I mean, it's not a terrible trade. You're right in there. It's going to happen today. There we go. Any news going on? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here we are. We got some sales coming out here in a few minutes. It's 5:15 right now. Give us a few minutes. We'll see what happens. And business story is 7 o'clock, so 10 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, wait till about 10:15. Those weird bars get after it. You get some stuff coming out at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And with the nominations for the election, things are getting weird. It's a weird time right now, so I kind of I'm always on the side of caution in this business, and for better or for worse, right? I'm still here, I'm still trading, I've been doing it for a while, but I'm always like, because I've been kicked hard trying to get rich. I mean, I've had days where I've made so much money, and then I lose it the next day, and then I try to get it back, and that whole mentality of like, I'm going to get this back because I need to win, or I need to, whatever. And it just doesn't work because you can't manage your business with a mentality of, vengeance. So just as long as we know price is stepping down, right? Price is stepping down. Let's change the colors on that. I don't care. I don't know what I did. I have to do more. Anyhow, in this frame, price is stepping down. Now, you go here, price is going up. And I'm still, this is a big chunk of business that it's got to get through. So if price does turn and start to wander back down, I'm looking at, the kill zone in here, or the pressure cooker. So somewhere in here, just right before that, just right in here is price, because this is all exploratory. This isn't people, this is just the machines popping off. No orders up after here. So maybe there's going to be something up into here and then it falls. Maybe it goes through there. We have to be open to both of these scenarios. So yeah, that's basically how I draw it up. There's not a lot more to it. You have a kill zone here. Look at all the business that happened here, right? Price comes down, does its little thing, big jags, whole lot of, stuff going on, and then it kind of settles down, and then it works it back way up, back up, and then it gets in, all jiggly again, it takes off. And these are the levels you want to pay attention to, right? These are the levels where business is happening. And that's why when I, have a trade up here, I'm looking at these levels. Yeah, my 2000 tick. I was on the 750, but I've moved to the 2000 for the time being. I don't know. It seems to be hitting me better than the other ones are. But like that there, so it doesn't can't lose the marquee. But just look at some of this stuff, guys. When you're in here, you have your impulse leg. You have an impulse leg down here. Just draw across there. Look at that. Right? What's happening in here? And this is happening on this level too. It's just too small for us to see. Price comes back up and it takes out these guys. Right? And then it starts going back down again. Right? And this is where, having a good understanding of our setup really helps, because you can just crush it in here. Right? I'm always bummed after a day. Days like yesterday, I had some other stuff going on, so I didn't really just get focused. You have to get focused on this stuff, and you have to be tuned in. You have to be ready to, ready to see the action or see the flow of it. As price was coming off here, I didn't actually, I don't know where I was at. I think I did watch some of this stuff. Watch some of this stuff in the morning. It was coming off at 7, and then right in here, I had to leave. And so I was like, nah, not interested. Not interested. But hey, man, we had a setup right here, right? Right there. 3-1. That's all we're looking for, right? How many of those a week do you need? How many 3-1 trades do you need a week? And be realistic. If you're trying to make $1,000 a day, okay, how many contracts do you need to get, that number? $500 a day, $100 a day, $200 a day. Whatever you're after, you have to figure that out. But here's the layout, right? And then it's just a matter of how much money you have in your account and how much you're willing to spend to try and get this. And know that it's coming with some risk. It's not always going to happen. This just comes really nicely. I like this shelf better. like right in here. See these guys here. This guy gets washed out, and a nice clean wash takes everybody out, and then they all take off again. I think I was drawing this up too. I drew that up. It's too high for me. I wasn't I wasn't feeling that, especially after this thing. One thing I did draw up was this. I drew a line off of this right here, and look how close that thing came down there. And not that I'm going to trade that, but I would have been there all day. And that was kind of my, I wasn't ready to trade at 6:40 in the morning. It's not my time to trade, so I just skipped it. But I pay attention. I'm watching. Oh, I'm watching, baby. So, what does all this mean today, right? Clear everything off your screen, right? We're going to start over here. Let's draw this pivot up, draw this pivot down, and start doing this thing here. We go up again. And like I said, guys, this is clay, right? Treat it like a piece of clay. Price comes back down over here. It goes back up over here. Right, all this stuff. And then you've got, here's your pressure cooker. Here's your kill zone of this swing. Okay, so let's stop. Let's start forgetting. Let's forget about everything else on the right or the left, and see what happens. Now it changes your whole game, right? Now you're just like, what do I notice? Well, I got a measured move here, right? Impulse, shelf. You could have caught another one right there. It was 9 o'clock yesterday, right? It qualifies because it's everything we're looking for. And now I'm bummed. Why did I trade yesterday? Well, some days are better than others. I'll probably trade today and get popped out. I got popped out on Tuesday. But popped out on Tuesday and Monday. I'm thinking about taking Mondays off. I got some stuff going on Mondays that it kind of keeps me away from the computer in the afternoon, in the late morning. I can trade from like 7 to 8, and then 9 to 10, maybe 11. Well, I'm not eager to trade. I don't have to trade. And a lot of that is just, when people talk about, hey, I want to be a day trader, or I want to make money, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it's like, well, here's what you can, like I said the other day, I think I took a trade down here. I took this guy down here, right? Is that the one I was talking about? Right? You have the impulse down. The boom and shelf. And I got stopped out right there. Right? It was a shitty little trade. Sorry. Dope program. I'll edit that out. Are you kidding me? I know you're not listening at 13 minutes, 14 minutes in. But it wasn't clean. It wasn't clear. This is clear. Right? That's really clear to me. And that's why I do all this stuff all the time, guys. I'm always looking for, there was another one I'm looking for. I'm always looking for what makes me better. How can I get better at this? This guy. just looks so clean. Out of all this stuff, this guy, look at that. Very, very distinguished wash. Very easy to see. 2 big bars down, 2 big bars up. Draw across the top of that. And sometimes, you guys, and this is just another thing, it's almost like it's a reverse, I'm using this as a stop. I found a stop that I can lean into, and now I just sit back and, wait for my trade. And it was right there at 850, and I don't think I took that one. I did something else. I'm always missing trades, guys. I'm not the best trader on the planet. You're not signing up for the best trader on the planet. Best trader on the planet isn't teaching you how to trade. They're doing something else. They're grinding out something else. Okay, so I've got this swing here, but I'm not ignoring all of this, because I know price can pull back into here, right? Look how far it pulled back into this swing, right? And then you could say, well, I've got a wash. I've got hard down, hard down, hard down, kind of a wash here, kind of something here. So I look at that and I just sit on it, waiting for this price to come out here, dragging my feet. I'm just waiting for, I'm waiting to see if price is going to play this game. Where's it going to land? See, I'm just mapping things out so I can get a better understanding. I'm not doing this because I want to, but how does price interact with this? And then I'm curious, I'm curious about this, right? There's a pressure cooker. There's a kill zone. Pressure cooker, the kill zone got popped. There's a pressure cooker right here. Sellers pushing it down, pushing it down. Does price pull back up into there and take off again, or does it kind of come back down into here? And I wait. The better I am at waiting, the more money I make. Oh, here it comes. These bars are going to get bigger. What was the news? What's the news? Core retail sales. Numbers are coming in. See them coming in? Pending, pending, pending. Just watching, not trading. And if you do trade the news, you got to figure out how to do it. My mentor always taught me to trade the outside. So, maybe you're here and maybe you're here. And then your stop's right behind there. I mean, you got to have a stop when you're trading the news. You got to have a stop. No, that might be it. No, yeah, the numbers are coming in. So lower, lower, lower. Housing starts in Canada are down. I don't have to give us all that stuff. Expected 252. Previous was 267. This came down a little bit lower. A little bit lower. The manufacturing of, okay, so some decent, I don't know what that means. I'm not going to pretend to know what that means. Great. Projections didn't happen. All right. Welcome to trading. Trading, same thing. Same thing. But draw your swings, map your markets. Understand what gets you in, what gets you out. And be willing to, sit back and watch. Look, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm not the best trader on the planet, but I understand a lot of things about the process. A lot of things that keep me in the game. They keep me trading every day. Look at that. You just pop out of there. I'm just curious to know how many trades yesterday were up on the board that we missed. And I say we because I don't think you took them either. If you did, let me know. So we got one. I'm not counting that one because that doesn't impulse doesn't count. One, the downside. Two to the upside. If you missed that one, you got one right here. I'll give it to you. You got to get through that though. So there's 3 trades, right? You just have to hit one of them, 1 or 2 a week, guys. That's it. And I'm not looking at all this other stuff. I'm not looking at all this other stuff. I'm not looking at a lot of different colors and changes and like, guys, I just look at some of these guys that are teaching this stuff and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know where to put a stop, where to put you. How do you get in? How do you get in? When someone says, yeah, you got to get in, price is coming down, pull back here. Like, how do you know to get in there? I mean, if you said to me, yeah, Mike, you want to come in here and you want to get the bounce. You want to get the bounce. They've showed you they're going down and they pull back. Right? Here's your setup, guys. All day long. You might be right, you might be wrong, but you're definitely. I mean, I just pulled 3 out of these out of thin air. Where to put your stop, where to get out, how to make money in this. It's up to you to read it and figure out for yourself how to see it. I can do this all day long, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not full of it, and I'm not saying people are, but I can tell when they are. You know what I mean? Pow, right there. It's not 3 to 1, but I saw this thing where people are like 3 to 1 trades are BS. You can't predict this and that. Oh God. Hang in there, guys. It's a tough group. We'll talk later.